Hello YouTube. Hello gamers. Hello Night Lords and Night Farers. Today I kind of got a funny story here. This is back when this is my second attempt at the final boss as Wylder. Or actually, I believe it's my third. I'm going to say this. You'll get the rest of this in the story. I actually beat the game with Wylder like 4 or 5 times. Okay, this is going to be 2 runs, which I had. This was one of the first runs where I was just going through it with my friends. You know, there's a couple of my buddies here. Oh, Isaac's got a channel, so go check him out as usual. We've been playing quite a lot with each other here lately in a group of 3, which is always fun. You got good communication that way, and it always works out way better. Back to the story. Alright, so I beat the game for the heck of it one time with Wylder, and y'all seen that in the last video with the Crater Earth shipping event. So I thought, well, I want a secret ending. So I read somewhere, this was, this is early on. This is when there's still some misinformation out there. So I read, okay, you could either beat 4 main bosses, 4 Night Lords, to get his secret ending, which is 100% wrong. I also said the same thing about Iron Eye, which is 100% wrong, by the way. Because both of those characters need a specific item, and beating the final boss after you have the specific item will give you the secret ending, which we didn't know that at the time. So this is like, I called it my cosmic joke, because it felt like it was just like somehow or some way some cosmic being didn't want me to get the secret ending, and I was making a joke about that, like let's just say the Elden Ring gods or something, So this is the second time. At this point we have went and done the city event where you get the silver tier. And I believe I have the silver tier equipped just by chance on this run. But at the end of the run, I went up to the little courts that everybody has to go to when you finish the game, and it didn't give me a choice. And my buddy was doing the exact same thing, and he said, no, I didn't get the choice either. I said, well, maybe we done something wrong. We just, we don't know what we need. We need to be doing something different. So we finished the game. So I could have done it on my second attempt. That's the point. Because sometimes the whole point is, like, when you get the silver tier, after you get that, you have to have it equipped and beat the Night Lord, the final Night Lord boss, Heolster, with it equipped. And then he'll be out there in the battlefield that you were just in, and you go talk to his corpse, or interact with his corpse instead of the corpse that you normally would at the end of the game. Right, like I said, didn't know that at the time. So I'm like, at the end of this one, and here's what happens, and I've seen it quite a bit on the internet where this has happened to other people. When you finish the game, even if you got that silver tier equipped, sometimes whenever you spawn in after you beat the boss, it just has you facing the round table hold, just like you normally would. So why would you look behind you? Because that boss corpse is behind you in that battlefield. But if you don't know that, you wouldn't look behind you. So you would just go finish out like you normally would, because you've already looked around the whole area. Most of us have, the first time you ever beat it. So the whole point is I could have done it on my second run. Instead it took me 5 runs. So these are 2 of the runs. This is the one that I had with some of my friends. The rest of us were randoms, I think. And I didn't want to put all 5 runs in one. So I just put these 2 together for Wylder and said, and at the very end you can see the time is at the very beginning of the video, that you can go check out the secret ending if that's all you want. That's fine. So then on the third attempt, I go beat the boss. I didn't have that silver tier equipped, and didn't even know to look behind me at this point. That's when I found out that I was supposed to look behind me. So I beat the game. I don't have the silver tier equipped because I didn't know about that at this time. I just happened to have it equipped on this one. So I beat it. Same ending, just a plain old ending. And I'm like, what is going on? Why am I not getting the choice to do something different for Wylder? He has a special ending. So then that's when I look it up and find out that you have to have the mimic tier, or I keep calling the mimic tier, silver tier equipped. And you have to look behind you, because sometimes it'll spawn you in looking at the round table hold. I'm like, son of a gun. So I may be wrong about how many times. I believe it was I believe it was 5 total. The first time was just for fun. After that, the next 4 times was me actually trying to get the secret ending. Oh man. So, anyways, I finally read up and I double checked. And one guy said, he said, man, I didn't even chance it. I put all his special items, his special relics on, just to make sure that I got it, because it happened to him similarly. He didn't beat it as many times. He only done it like 3, but so I did the same thing. I put both his special relics on, the silver tier and the other one. I think it's a spike or something. So anyways, it was kind of a funny story. I thought it was funny, and we were laughing about it at work because I work with one of my friends that I play this game with. And we were laughing about it. It was kind of a cosmic joke. Okay. But that's not the end of it. So at the very end of this, I'm going to get my secret ending. Prior to that, I had helped my friend that I worked with that I was telling you about. I had helped him. He was using Iron Eye, so we went and beat the Centaur boss. I can't remember his name right now, so at the moment. Because he has to beat him as well as beating the Night Lord. Now, I don't think he has to have his item equipped, but it is a special item that will help you with the last boss. So at the end of this, you're going to see something crazy happen. When we beat this boss, at the very end of it, I have one of those wielding graces to get you back up. And I was like, I'm talking about we're at the very end of the boss fight. We've got the boss health down to nothing. And we're all worried about it. We're like, we got him down so low. We're like, okay, something happens right there at the end. We all kind of mess up. Everybody goes down. But I get the chance to get back up and finish this boss off. He only has a few hits left, and I know I can do it. So I've got it whooped. I'm like, okay, yeah, we both gonna get our secret endings. Well, whenever we all go down, for some reason, it kicks my friend and the random guy that was playing with us, kicks them out of the match. And they're just gone. So I get my secret ending. I'm still talking to my friend on a voice call. We're talking, just like I'm talking now. And he's saying, man, we got kicked. And I said, you're lying. What's going on? So we talked for a few minutes while this is going on. But it kicked them. And at the end, when I checked the stats, it showed them both like they finished the match. Like they won 2, but they got kicked. So everybody knows this game's buggy sometimes, and it has some bugs. So that was funny, but I told him, I said, you know what happened, don't you? I said, the cosmic joke that the Elden gods was playing on me, or Elden lords was playing on me, now they're starting to play it on you. So, but it all worked out in the end. We finally got my buddy, like a few days later, we finished his out, and you know, got his secret ending. I also got to do Iron Eyes. It'll be coming up soon. I might do him next. I think I want to do Duchess, some of Duchess's runs next, so I'll probably do that next, honestly, and then I'll do Iron Eyes after that. But I think I'm going to do it differently. Instead of showing the whole run, I think I'm just going to show the main bosses and maybe a few runs put together with Duchess, showing different bosses that we have fought, that we beat, and things like that. Because when we beat the game, when I have Duchess, I mean, we slaughter Heolster and just dominate him in that run. There's a couple runs I've got like that, even one when we're all playing as Iron Eyes. That is really fun to do. So playing with all like Iron Eyes, Wylders, or Duchesses, man, you can pump out some damage, and it's really fun to play that way. My buddy Isaac, like I said, go check out his channel. As always, I'm gonna plug him any chance I get to. Go check out the channel. Him, Still McBlade, and King. Go check them out. So, yeah, there's gonna be some fun runs coming up that we did, and we just started having fun. And I think we're both really close to, maybe even all 3 of us are really close to getting a platinum in the game. I like one more character, Executioner. I like him, beating Heolster with him, and I'll have it platinum. And I think Isaac is a couple players, you know, maybe Revenant and maybe Duchess, Revenant, and Recluse. And Recluse is another fun play, another one to play, because I've been playing with her, and man, she's fun to play with, actually. I was surprised I liked her play style, but I did. But I've rambled on enough. It's been 10 minutes of me running my mouth. I hope you like the story. It's just one of those cosmic, funny things that happen, especially in FromSoft games, by the way. They're really good about doing that. But when I finish the game, you'll see it actually spawns me in after I beat Heolster, and it's got me facing the actual corpse of this boss, so I can do the ending. Which the first time it did not, and I've seen a lot online where people says that happens to them. So beware. Always look behind you in the battlefield after you beat the game, especially if you're trying to do a secret ending with Wylder. But having said that, I think I'm done running my mouth. Plenty more videos to come. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. But GG's, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.